Lights out and we go racing. Pretty even Stevens away from the front row. Cockburn and Miyazono getting away pretty well, as well as Barbara and Lee coming down in towards Hell Corner for the first time. Cockburn on the inside of Miyazono, but Miyazono takes the lead from Cockburn. Brilliant start then from Takuma as they come down the back straight. They're in the slipstream then for the first time. No moves being made as of yet, but into the braking zone. Let's see whether Lee tries to do it on Cockburn. Then he darts to the inside, but Cockburn tries to defend. Yamanaka versus Barbara now into that right-hander. Barbara's going to have the inside line then for the next corner. Can the Australian hold firm and get fourth position away from Yamanaka? Yes, he can. He's up the inside. There's contact and Yamanaka's into the wall. Kawakami goes through as well. Here you can see in the background Kawakami coming onto the back of Guy Barbara as well. No opportunity presenting itself for the Japanese driver to find his way through. So the two Australians sitting in third and fourth position. Then in this race, bit sideways there for Barbara. I wonder if there was a bit of contact with Kawakami. Either way, it's allowed Kawakami to come through up his inside. Now the Japanese driver comes through and Yamanaka, his compatriot, is also ready to try and join in on the action. He's on the outside though through this left-hander. You've got to back out of that because otherwise that's a one-way ticket to the barrier on the outside. But a simple mistake there when they're running in such close competition with one another cost Barbara a position there.
That'll make it happen.
It certainly would. Oh, look at Lee there, really aggressive on the inside of Cockburn, then slides his way through. Cockburn into the wall on the outside, and Lee with a very robust bit of overtaking there, goes past, and you can see Cockburn flashing the lights. I don't think he was best pleased with that. Here comes Andrew Lee, his compatriot, on Takuma Miyazono for the race lead down the Conrod Straight into the chase. Lee goes through into the lead. Not much of a defence there from Miyazono. I think he's just going to try and sit behind Lee for a little while and then find his way back past possibly a bit later in the race.
Now looking to try and go around the outside. That doesn't work. He knows that. He's going to try and cut back on the inside here. Has a look inside of the cutting. Oh, I don't know about that. That was a little bit late for my liking, but a little bit of contact there. Guy Barbara then gets shuffled to the back of the pack, and Yamanaka does make up the place, but I don't know about that one.
Well, there's a few laps remaining then here, but here comes Miyazono ready to try and take over at the front from Andrew Lee. Not much of a defence put up from Lee. Just going to follow then Miyazono as he goes through into the lead, through the chase, onto the brakes and into the chicane we go. It is the Japanese driver, the 2020 champion, who is now out in front. You can see Lee just darting out of the slipstream there ever so slightly. Is he going to pounce on Miyazono? Well, he's certainly pulling alongside the Japanese driver as they come down the straight and up in towards the right-hander. Lee's got the track position, he's got the inside line, and now he has the race lead back ahead of Takuma.
Oh, a penalty there for Yamanaka, and I think that's for contact for earlier on.
That's with Guy Barbara, yeah, the contact there. He's going to serve that penalty coming down this straight. He's up the inside, Kawakami versus Yamanaka, but this is all a bit academic really, because Kawakami is going to be able to go ahead, and this is going to ruin Yamanaka's race and possibly cost him a chance to get through in those top five, because the field, as Jimmy said, are absolutely glued together, and it demotes Yamanaka right to the back of the field.
So we're on board now with Kawakami, who's got a great view of the top three in front of us at the moment. There's Cockburn directly ahead of us, in front of him Miyazono, and Lee of course leading in that blue Australian coloured car, and there goes Miyazono to the right hand. Cockburn going to try and follow him through using the drive. I think they're pushing each other through there, working together to try and dispatch Lee. They're both past. Will Lee try and attack back on the inside? I don't think he's going to quite have the room. No, has to concede, goes down to third place. But Miyazono and Cockburn have hit each other now, and Lee's gone back up into the lead. That didn't go well, boys.
Cockburn was too deep into that corner, into the side of Miyazono. That's allowed Lee to come through. Here comes McEwen and Soma Aseri then as well. So Kawakami the big loser in all of that, and not his fault. Oh, but he's into the back of Aseri. Oh, Kato's into the side of Aseri as well. It's all kicking off through Murray's corner. We're ready to start the final lap. Elbows out, boys. One last chance. But we've still got a few more corners remaining. You can see Lee coming under pressure from Takuma then. Is Miyazono going to go for a move? You bet he is. Side by side they come down the Conrod Straight into the chase, and Miyazono leads on the final lap. Brilliant driving from Takuma Miyazono. Can he defend it though for the next couple of corners? Into the chicane we go. Lee is looking left, looking right, trying to find his way through. Keep an eye out for McEwen and Cockburn there in the background as well as they come down into Murray's corner for the final time. Really defensive line from Miyazono. Lee looks to the outside. Can he find his way through? That's too deep. You're never going to get that stopped, Andrew. Sadly not for him, but it is Miyazono who wins the semi-final A here in the Asia and Oceania region, and McEwen gets ahead of Lee on the line as well.